Have you ever read the Tanakh? And I ask because the Old Testament and the Tanakh are different. And specifically in the way that when the Hebrew is translated into Greek and then translated into English, it changes. The passages are different. The order is different. The words are different. For example, the virgin birth, non-existent, doesn't happen. It's a misappropriation of the text. So I'm just wondering if either of you have ever read the Hebrew translation to English, or if you're going based on the Hebrew to Greek to English in the Old Testament.
So I took biblical Hebrew in college, so we went through some of the Hebrew Bible in that class. And I would say, too, the Old Testament is not being translated from Greek, it's being translated from the Hebrew manuscripts. So the Old Testament isn't in Greek, the New Testament is in Greek and some Aramaic, but the Old Testament is not.
So can I speak to that just a little bit? Is that, so the Torah and the Tanakh, Ptolemy II actually was summoned 72 elders to come and take the Aramaic and Hebrew scripture and translate them in Greek to fill his library in Alexandria. Very dark day for the Jewish people, because their sacred text was now Hellenized, in a sense, translated into Greek. My understanding is that the New Testament, Greek, and then English comes from the Septuagint, which is a Greek translation of the Torah and the Tanakh. Because what happens is with Hebrew it's a nuanced language. Greek has to pull something from this nuanced language and make it very specific. And so that's problematic. Because something that could mean two things in Hebrew, the Greek then translated to mean exactly this. But what about the other thing that it could mean? So that's where we get translation issues, and that's where, from a Jewish perspective, the New Testament is the Christian Bible, because it's literally fully translated in Greek. We have no original Hebrew anything of the New Testament to even try to compare is some of these things so. So I would say that's a really big issue when we're talking about the text and wrestling. What does this really mean?